We be live. Hello, Durud and Shalom.
Durud, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, we're going to talk about why it's taking so long, the situation in Iran, when there's a few key points that we're going to discuss. We're also going to show you guys the massive explosion that happened in the United States yesterday. It's estimated to be about 20% of the magnitude of the bomb that the United States dropped on Hiroshima during World War II. So that's the level of explosion that we're talking about. After that, we're going to go show you guys several different interesting angles of that explosion. Once again today, there are anti-aircraft activity in the Strait of Hormuz with a potential IRGC officer who's been killed. Statements have been coming out from the IRGC that they may be doing something before the US may do. Some of the fears that the Islamic Republic has that they're posting on their state media regarding citizens, statements and posters that they're posting across cities. And after that, we're going to show you guys how much money the United States Treasury has seized in crypto alone from the Islamic Republic, as well as a country who had a deeper role in the Iran strikes that we didn't know. We're going to get into all of that and more. I'm going to answer your super chats as well. And let's get started. Armin, do you want to see what the explosion was yesterday?
Yeah, what caused it?
Okay,
And
it's insane. It's you guys just have to see this. Okay, I'm just going to show this to you guys.
Let's add Ali.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, guys, take a look at this. This is the Blue Origin New Glenn rocket. Okay, it was launching out of Florida. This company is linked to Elon Musk, and it's meant to be a support company for SpaceX, as far as I believe. And they were trying to launch this rocket, and let's just take a look at what happened. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Is this real?
Yeah. This is real.
What happened?
Elon just posted in response to this. He kind of just went, oh, well, it happens. It's rocket science. That, guys, is $1 billion and 7 months of work that just went up into the air like that. We actually have a couple more angles of this. It literally looks like a mushroom cloud. So this is in Florida. There are people in resorts, in hotels, right? Florida is like a very touristy area for the East Coast of the United States. Look at this.
Whoa.
No, I don't think that's a rocket launch.
It is.
Guys, it's like, look at that. Like, imagine you're in a hotel, in a resort, and you look across, and the horizon, the sky just lights up. And you look across, and you see a massive fireball. You must think that your country is getting nuked. It's crazy.
Oh my God. I wonder if the Islamic Republic is going to take credit for this.
That would be crazy. And then there's even a plane angle. So someone on a plane saw this from, I mean, this looks like I don't know, like 50, 100 miles away. But you can see it just lights up the sky. Looks like the sun, really, the sunset.
Yeah, it's like the sun, yeah. It's like, yeah.
And then it goes back to being fully dark. Yeah, if you guys compare this with like that, it literally looks like the sun is in the sky. It's crazy.
Do you think, like, I wouldn't at all be surprised if the Islamic Republic says like, I wonder who did that.
Yeah.
Just so that they could, yeah. Because this is the type of explosion that the Islamic Republic wishes that they could be responsible for, right?
Yeah, they would love this. They would love to claim something like this. Also, someone, Roman Cabbage says it's Jeff Bezos. Okay, so Blue Origin is Jeff Bezos. but I do believe that their company is meant to work in coordination with SpaceX. At least that's what I read. So yeah, that's, man.
That's crazy.
It's a $1 billion.
I wonder how $1 billion just. I wonder how you could, like, why, how it's something like that could happen. Like, do you know what caused it? Yeah.
Elon just said, "Rockets are hard, man."
Rockets are hard.
He's
Glad
right.
nobody was on it, right?
Yeah, I don't think any reports of anything like that. I think they clear out the area just in case, from, like, you know, and this isn't the first time a rocket's exploded, but man.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
you know,
yeah. No, go
go
ahead.
on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I just, before this person leaves, because it was so wholesome. I just wanted to respond to this because I don't want them to leave before we respond to it. Malgo give us a super chat saying, "I'm Israel Kai, Javid Shah from Poland. Love you guys. Love Poland. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
We love you back.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you. And Lior with another super chat asking me, Armin, how did your interview go? Also, Ali, I don't know. I had OAN interview just before I came here. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it
So they had
live
me on.
or is it broadcast
No, it
later?
wasn't live. It was
Okay.
no, it was recorded. So I'll if it comes out while we're in this labs, I'll
should
share
watch
it with
it.
you guys. Yeah, I'll watch. And thank you. And Wyatt just became a member, I think, on your channel. So
Woo.
thank you, Wyatt.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks, Wyatt.
Thank you, guys.
Oh man, you know, we're gonna go from an explosion like that, and we're gonna go back to a couple of more explosions that happened in Iran today. These explosions are from anti-aircraft, so I assume they were artillery. And we can see that Shin here reported that as of around 3 hours ago, there was a lot of anti-aircraft activity in Keshm Island, which is in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, this wasn't too crazy on its own. I mean, it just means that, you know, Israel or the United States have drones that they're flying over the Strait of Hormuz. And, you know, that's something for sure. But then additionally, what he posted after that, this was 34 minutes ago, he posted that sources are telling him an IRGC lieutenant was killed by shrapnel. So some United States or Israeli missile or bomb struck an IRGC target, and an IRGC lieutenant has been killed. Yesterday, they got the commander of the IRGC Navy. Today, they're getting a lieutenant. They're flying drones. It seems like an escalation. We used to see explosions like during the ceasefire, like pretty rarely. And now it's been today, the day before, 3 days before that. It's just things
So
are
here's the thing. I think that both the Americans and the Islamic Republic is motivated in not to just say, like, yeah, sure, so, like, to not escalate this as of right now. What do you think? Like, both, I think they're going to keep doing the pretend ceasefire and leave the kinetic activity to this level for a period of time, right?
What if they don't want to do that? What if Mohsen Rezai, military advisor to Mojtaba Khamenei, who's now the supreme leader, says, if the blockade continues, we will be the ones who will attack? Supposedly, Vahidi himself has also said this. I'm just waiting for more confirmation on that. But if they're starting to say stuff like that, who knows? It could just be empty words. We don't know. But I'm surprised. I haven't heard that from them.
I mean, these are the types of propaganda that you say for the regime supporters, right?
Yeah, to be strong.
Yes. And It's not an exaggeration to say Mohsen Rezai is retarded, and that is not based on our standard. That's even based on the regime people's standard. They say that about him. Like he's actual cuckoo. This is the same guy that ran for president in Iran, and Ali, you know what his political campaign promise was? To fix
What?
Iran's economy. This is officially on the debate stage. On the debate stage with other candidates for president in Iran, his campaign promise for fixing Iran's economy was to arrest all Americans in Iran, all the dual citizens, and ask United States for money to release them. And he was like, we could basically fix all our economic problems if I would just basically arrest all Iranian Americans inside Iran and ask for ransom.
So if this guy
He
was
said-
elected president, and if I had gone to Iran, I'd be used as
Right.
a ransom.
That was his
Wow.
solution to fixing Iran's economic problem. And I'm guys, Iranians in the chat, you guys remember that he was saying that on a debate stage. Anybody remember that in the chat, Iranians?
That's truly a new level.
Oh,
Man.
okay.
So yeah, but apparently Vahidi is also saying that. But obviously, no one's going to be getting interviews out of Vahidi. He's hiding in a bunker this entire time. He's like the new Ali Khamenei, actually, just hiding away.
Yeah.
In fact, we should kind of nickname him that, like Mush Vahidi.
Oh, Vahid, you're right.
Yeah,
We need a nickname for
we need a
Vahidi.
nickname for him.
Ooh. Guys, let's
Musha.
do it with the guy.
Mush
Let's
Vahidi.
do it with everyone. Yeah, in the chat.
Yeah. The biggest piece of news that came out of the United States today, okay, was the statement that you guys already talked about, okay? I'm not going to read all of this to you guys. I'm sure you already know. I'm going to paraphrase it for you. President Trump came out with this whole statement. The most important thing, as Armin said earlier, was Iran must agree. It's the first 3 words. He goes on to talk about no nuclear weapons, Strait of Hormuz, this and that, everything. And he said the last part, which is, I will be meeting now in the Situation Room to make a final determination. And he came out of this final determination saying that there was no decision. This can mean 3 things, in my opinion. 1, a deal was reached. 2, no deal was reached. Or 3, we're going to go back to boom booms. These are the 3 options, in my opinion. What do you think?
I mean, we're talking about getting to a point where we could have an MOU, right? We're not talking about getting to a deal. Like, I hope everybody understands that. Okay. And to get to an MOU, which is not a deal, President Trump said that the Islamic Republic has to agree to certain things. And the things that he asked for the Islamic Republic to agree to for them to be able to get to an MOU, which is not a deal, were a list of things that the Islamic Republic would not and could not agree to. So, is this just another buying of time for the Americans? Are the Americans planning on some military operations? And this is just like basically a more complicated, more advanced version of what the Americans did to trick Iranians to lower their prices.
Oh, no. No, you froze for a second. Yeah, it could be that. It could be the buying of time. Could be having the regime lower their guard. It could also be that he did decide we're going to go back to the military strikes. And obviously, if he would have decided that, he's not going to say it. He's going to be like, oh,
Yeah.
no decision. Oh, man. I just, no, was that?
Oh yeah. Whenever I don't want to keep interrupting you. Just let me know whenever you want to go to the chat. And also, people
Yeah,
have
let's do it.
some good questions sometimes. So we need to keep an eye. StreamYard always. Oh, let me remove the widget. StreamYard always highlights the people who are asking the questions and puts a question mark there as well. So if you're ever just looking for questions, you could do that as well.
Let's do it. Let's take people's questions. Let's see what you guys are saying.
But you decide. Like, I don't want to. Like, this is
No,
your
we're
segment,
co-hosting
right?
this. This is equal.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to be careful. That I just like the one thing I like about this segment is that it's very interactive with our audience. Because like throughout the day, I'm just like talking, and this is the show that we get to basically listen to other people as well.
We should do this where I like run through the things that we need to run through, and then at any point you pick when we go to the chat.
Okay. I just feel like maybe I'm like getting annoying, but like
No, not at all. No, you're better at knowing when we should go to the chat, and I'm just kind of like, okay, what's the next thing we need to cover?
Yeah. So, for example, look, Wyatt gave us a super chat that was relevant to something you were showing earlier, and I think like we should have gone to it like exactly when he was asking that. So, Wyatt is saying, "Do you want to read this?"
Yeah, Wyatt's asking, didn't the Challenger blow up because bad O-rings? The Challenger was another rocket that blew up. I don't know how long it was. It wasn't more than like 20 years ago, I think. But there were, how many astronauts were on there? Like 4? There were people in that who unfortunately lost their lives to that explosion. I don't know what the cause of it was. So if it was bad O-rings, whatever that means, honestly, why you would know better than me.
I have no idea, by the way. So, and then we had, thank you, Wyatt. Thank you for the super chat. And then we had Sarah. Sarah, thank you so much for the super chat. This is for you, Ali.
Sarah, who said, Ali, yesterday you were asking what name suits you. The first time I laid eyes on your angelic face, thank you, the name Omid popped into my head. I love you guys. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah's very kind.
Oh.
Also, guys, Omid in Farsi is it's a pretty common name, and it means hope. So yeah, maybe.
I like that.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah.
And then the most consistent person in our live chat, Dapper, with his curses, with his justified curses, 10 curse on the Safavid, and the Safavids. This is the 10th curse. 10th curse. Thank you so much for the super chat and also for your consistency and your very, very justified curses. Thank you.
10 agreements from us.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Someone asked. Oh yeah, so I like how people are mentioning the title of the video. I don't know if you guys like the thumbnail, but yeah, we're gonna talk about why it's taking so long. So Armin, I wanted you to have an opportunity to talk about the reason why it's taking so long regarding, the Abraham Accords, and any other thoughts you may have had, so we can clip it and ship it.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't. People are asking us why it's taking so long, and if you listen to President Trump, he would like to remind you that historically, this is actually not taking so long. The reason why it's taking very long from our perspective, or a justified perspective, is the suffering of the Iranian people and the fact that we have been waiting 47 years for this. And some people, like, there was a lot of assumption that when Ali Khamenei dies, the Islamic Republic will fall immediately after. But it is important for us to remember that 3 months is nothing for a revolution. Historically, 3 months is nothing, right? And other wars and other revolutions have taken much, much longer. And we have seen a rapid decline in the Islamic Republic's strength and its ability to survive, and at a speed that it's unprecedented when it comes to most of modern military operations and most other revolutions. Yeah, we're actually speed running through this. So it might look very slow from our perspective, but historically, if you compare it to other revolutions and other military operations at this scale, the amount of progress that we have been making has been very, very high in a very short amount of time. And it's completely justified for us to be more in a rush and be impatient. But these things take longer than we want them to, and that's military operations are complicated. What is required to get them done is a lot more nuanced than a lot of us understand. Sometimes we see unbelievable, amazing achievements by American and Israeli military, and we think that that could just happen continuously and repeatedly, as if it's a video game and everything is just available and you just have to press a couple of buttons and these things just magically happen. People don't understand the economics behind it, the logistics behind it, the complicated politics behind it. The operational aspect of it is a lot more complicated. Like, I remember when Israel did the pager operation against Hezbollah, so many Iranians were like, "Oh my God, we could basically get rid of all of them like this very soon." Then, if Israel has a magic button that they press, and then Hezbollah goes boom boom, like what we could just keep doing that until they're all done. Some people were suggesting, yeah, but I mean, if you go look into what Israel had to do to get the pager operation done, how many years of planning and operation went through that, you will realize that this is not just that repeatable every single time, right? And this is what if people were more involved in seeing everything that goes into getting, one military operation at the scale of what we did with Operation Epic Fury done, like all the level of preparation, all the levels of getting the interceptors, and everything that is involved with it is it's just so much more work than most people appreciate. This is not a video game. This is not like, it's not, America's military power is as close that you could get to godlike power, but it's not actually godlike power, right? So we have to adjust our expectations, not just with military capital, but also with political capital. A lot of people don't understand that United States is a democracy, and just because you have the military capacity to do something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can do it because you don't have the political capital to do it, even if you could do it militarily. And these things have to be justified. They have to be politically fought for. And beyond all of that, all of this delay and ceasefire has been also strategic. A lot of people don't understand that when it comes to the Islamic Republic, the main weapon that we need to use against them is division. And people, I know I keep saying this, but I think people underestimate how important that is. People think that, oh yeah, sure, that's also good, but when does the boom booms happen, right? When do we get kinetic military operation? They don't get as excited about the political division within the regime. They just want to see things blow up. And as somebody who's been following the Islamic Republic for many, many years and their internal politics, I get more excited about the internal division than even things getting blown up, because I have seen how much more damaging that is to the Islamic Republic. You can't get rid of the Islamic Republic by blowing things up. It helps, but you can't get rid of the Islamic Republic by blowing things up. You need internal division. You need humiliation. You need to destroy their ideology. You need to destroy their legitimacy in the minds of their own followers. You need division. You need civil war. You need among them. You need the internal fighting between them. Right? You can't. This is why these people justifiably fear humiliation more than death. This is why these people No matter how much you beat them in the battlefield, they will keep getting up. But if you destroy them in the psychological warfare and the ideological warfare and the information warfare, then you hurt them in a way that they can't recover. And that's why every single person here watching could be a soldier in this battle, because when it comes to humiliating these people and informing the masses against them, everybody, you don't have to be trained in military to be able to participate in this war. And this is the reason why I'm saying this is like President Trump has 3 weapons against the Islamic Republic: military operations, economic pressure, and third, and the most important one, is the psychological warfare, the ideological, the political, the infighting, what caused the infighting among regime followers. And I think that is the most effective. And I think the ceasefire and the pause that the delay has achieved that. And this is why the Islamic Republic is actually eager. So the Islamic Republic followers are eager to go back to military operations, because they're noticing how much this infighting is killing them. And this is becoming such an important problem that the supreme leader, for the first time, like Ali Khamenei never did this, Mujtaba Khamenei never did this, came out and is calling for the pause, for the stop to the division. This is a huge admission by the office of the supreme leadership. But every time I say supreme leader, I'm talking about the institution, not about the person, right? Because they speak, whoever is speaking on behalf of Mujtaba. But the fact that Mujtaba Khamenei, or whoever is speaking on behalf of him, came out and said that we need to stop the infighting, is the most open admission that the infighting has gotten to a new level. You know, I have been telling you guys that the infighting within the regime has reached the highest levels that I've ever experienced, and I've been following and I've been monitoring the infighting for close to a decade now, because I always believed that that's the greatest weakness of the Islamic Republic. And now that Mujtaba Khamenei is coming out and admitting it, to me, it shows that we're closer to the end than we have ever been, and the regime is facing its greatest threat, and this is why they're afraid. The third greatest threat to the Islamic Republic is the Americans and Israelis. The second greatest threat to the Islamic Republic are the anti-regime Iranian people. The first greatest threat to the Islamic Republic is its own followers turning against it. And it has always been terrified of that the most. And that's why if a lot of their actions will make more sense to you if you actually pay attention to the fact that that's what they're trying to avoid more than anything else. Sorry, that went for long. You're muted.
Guys, that is why it's taken so long. These guys, most importantly, Armin's touching on it, they don't think they lost. How are you supposed to defeat someone? How are you supposed to get them to negotiate and give up concessions if they don't even think they lost? That's the most frustrating part about all of this. You know, actually, Saif Ahmadinejad is saying that too. So, just to show you guys, yeah, the infighting is the most important thing. I mean, Armin's been saying this for like 4 months. Armin's been saying for
5 years, actually. 5 years.
4 months that I know of. 5 years that no missile can do the amount of damage that internal division within the Islamic Republic can. It's the biggest explosion, is just getting the people in the Islamic Republic to turn on each other, to start thinking against each other. That does way more. And you know, the thing that you were touching upon is what Saif Ahmadinejad is saying, is like, you cannot impose your will, which just means you can't force your enemy to do something, unless they think that they've been defeated. And it is not enough for you to believe the enemy hasn't been defeated. The United States think that the Islamic Republic has been defeated, but they haven't. Because the Islamic Republic doesn't think that they've been defeated. They think they won. They think they're going to hold on The US is going to leave eventually, and then that's it. They won. So, boom booms, please, now. What did you want to answer?
Oh. Okay, so we have a super chat and then a question from Amir. You want to read this one?
Sure. Wyatt, thanks for the super chat, who says, Pearl Harbor was in December 7th, 1941. The United States' first attack on Japan was the very small Doolittle raid 5 months later. We didn't do anything to Germany until November 1942, 11 months after the war started. War takes time. Takes a lot of time. Takes years. Imagine, Armin, if the United States wasn't a superpower, if it wasn't a military superpower, and it didn't just have, like all these aircraft carriers and planes that it can just move everything around the world so fast.
Yeah, the world would be a much shittier place. On the Persian channel, when I go live and I say this to people, right? A lot of time the response I get is like, well, my best years are gone. Like, I'm like, my dreams are gone. My child's lives are like, okay, like you guys are telling me this might take years, but I don't have years. Look what's happening to my life, to my father's life. I have a mom in the hospital. My kid was trying to get to this industry. I went through, like, we're rotting here. Like, that's actually the word that they use sometimes. Like, that's what they say. So, and I don't know what to say to them. And I say, like, well, actually I do. I just said, like, well, we don't have any option other than fighting. Like, we don't know how long this is going to take. We have no idea how long this is going to take. But what we do know is that we need to keep fighting. That's what we do know. We should just keep fighting. Yeah, see, like, look at this. Sarah is saying, where is that? They don't even bother to dream anymore. That is such a accurate summary. People in Iran are afraid to dream because what is the point of dreaming? Because dreaming would lead to disappointment. Like, such a natural thing to do for, like, many of us have dreams and plans for our future. But the Iranian people right now, they're in a situation where they're afraid of dreaming because dreaming leads to disappointment.
Yeah, that's actually all I hear. And now that you said that, I finally connected the dots that they don't even bother. They don't even know what it could be like for them to have an idea of what to dream about.
Well, somebody's answering. We dream about death, most of us. Some people say in Iran that they just hope some of these missiles just drop on their head instead, so they could get it over with. I hear that often. How do you respond to this?
Amir says, is the infighting supposed to make the regime fall by itself? I don't think we even think that far.
No, it's not by itself.
Sorry, you go on.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead first.
No, I think you have a better answer to this.
Well, I mean, Ali, the way I like to always talk about this is that we go maximum pressure from all sides, right? So, I have an axe, you have a chainsaw, everybody's coming. It's a tree, it's a poisonous tree, and everybody is going at it from their direction and just going all in and swinging at this tree with whatever they could at every direction. We don't know, like, if it's my axe or your axe or that guy's chainsaw, what's going to bring down this tree. We don't know. We don't know which direction it's going to fall. We don't know what is the format, in what way it's going to fall. We have no idea. We don't know when. We don't know in what form it's going to fall. We have no idea. Okay. But it's not my axe. It's not your axe. It's not that guy's chainsaw. It's all of it combined. What we do know is that if we all keep swinging at this tree, at one way or another, it's going to come down. And all we know, we don't know, we can't answer any other question other than this: keep swinging. If we keep swinging, it will fall. That's all we know.
I personally don't think they have a lot of time left. I mean,
How much?
I
much
just
time do you
think that
think?
we know that it's going to fall, and I think just 6 months ago we couldn't have said that statement with 100% certainty. We say that with 100% certainty now that it will fall. The reason why I don't think they have too much time left is just pure economical, just money.
So I'm trying to find it, but Mossad apparently has a time estimate, the head of Mossad.
Oh,
Yeah, for when the regime falls. I'm
the
trying to
current
find
head
it.
of Mossad or the former?
Yep, I think the current.
Wow.
But it's conditional. They said, and I was listening to
Okay,
Iran
yeah.
International, and I heard them announce this, right? So this is the time that they have based on two conditions, right? So the head of Mossad, their analysis says that if two things happen, the Islamic Republic has 7 months. And those two things are, if the blockade is not removed and we don't reach a deal, and if there is no deal, the Islamic Republic has 7 months. That is according to Mossad. And their estimate is that the Islamic Republic will fall within 7 months if we have just these two things. And this is Mossad, so that's a big deal. They have the best information.
Interesting.
Somebody's saying 7 months since when? 7 months since now. Since now.
7 months for them to get to the point where they would fall. You know, I think he says that as a up to 7 months.
I think 7 months is short. Like, I don't know if you guys are saying 7 months, like, given the history of the Islamic Republic, 7 months is, I think, a big deal.
I hope so. Someone said, wait, who said that? The head of Mossad, which is the Israeli intelligence agency. Someone said, Tusi said 6 months. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just young and naive. I think like way sooner than 6, 7 months. I think more like 2, 3. I think maybe by September maximum. So like 3 months, yeah. But I mean, what do I know? Let's see, man. You know, I mean, actually, the IRGC is getting pretty. Here's one point. I want to you think about this. The IRGC now is going to have this new generation of more radical Basij and IRGC officials that are coming up through the ranks now. And they're not going to be tied too much to like the bureaucratic stuff that was in place when these 80-year-old guys all got boomed. And I think they're going to be much more radical. They're going to be much more violent and oppressive than we saw before to the regular Iranian people.
Oh yeah, for sure. They hate them, and they also hate how much they celebrated Khamenei's death, and how much they're more and more pro-Israeli. So they want vengeance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
6 months. Yeah. So yeah, so you guys are right. There was 6 months here. I found it. James. No. Wait, I'll have to keep looking. But yeah, go on. You go on while I look.
Yeah, I can show something. Guys, take a look at this.
Let's put the widget when we go to this, because
Yeah.
you know when we go to this layout that there's a arrow there that is pointing to nothing. So that's why we have to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, this happened today. So in Islamic Republic State TV, this guy, okay, comes on with this very ominous hacker background picture. And he says, if you hear anyone saying something to sow discord, if you see anyone moving suspiciously, any suspicious activity in your neighborhood, don't ignore it. Report it to the intelligence ministry. I think you guys know by now why they're saying stuff like this. I think it's pretty clear that they're scared of the people trying to rise up again. And anyone who tries to do so is going to be discouraged from statements like this. And guys, also Armin yesterday was talking about how there was that statement. I think it was Ali Khamenei who made this statement, and he said, Israel will not live to see 25 years. And now there's posters of what you were talking about, Armin.
Yep.
So they're actively just putting up posters on the side of buildings saying, and they put it in Hebrew too. Israel's not going to live to see the next 15 years. Yeah, Steve
I mean,
says, I'm shaking
yeah.
from fear. Yeah.
Israel responded to that, by the way, saying that, yeah, the person who said that last time is dead. So,
and the person saying it this time is like if Khamenei, Moshe Khamenei is trying to say that this time, I mean, he's missing some bits of him. And speaking of the Khameneis, guys, today is 90 days since Khamenei was killed. And they still haven't buried him. Not only have they not buried him, they don't know when they're going to bury him. They're just talking about it. They're like, we should bury him. We should probably do it soon. Is there a date? No. Nope. Nothing. You know, it would be really not funny, YouTube, but it would be really interesting if the United States decided to strike if they hold a ceremony for Khamenei and they have a bunch of people there. It would be like the most, of course. And other news coming out of Iran, we see that there's a lot of patrols that have been implemented recently. So in cities like Esfahan, Rasht, and Zali, these officers, these IRGC Basij, are just patrolling the streets looking for women who are not wearing hijab, which is most women nowadays. If men are wearing shorts, most people don't know this. So in Iran, if you're not wearing your hijab, they got a problem with you, right? Everyone knows that. But most people don't know that if you're a man, you can't wear shorts. For some reason, shorts are unsightly or unseemly, something like that. So if you're wearing shorts, they're gonna get, but they don't do it as often, obviously, to men as they do it to women. But it's always baffled me as to why shorts are a problem. Why are shorts a problem?
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't know what hijab means. What do you, Ali? When I say hijab, what do you imagine?
What I automatically imagine is the headscarf, but hijab just means making it so a woman is formless. You can't make out what their body looks like, right?
No,
No? Oh, do
no.
tell.
Hijab is not just for women. Hijab is also for men.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, this is hijab. Okay, the part, not yeah, what you're wearing is also hijab. Okay, the parts of the body that men and women have to cover, the covering of the parts of the body that you have to cover, is hijab. Right. So for women, that's basically everywhere except the face, hands, and feet. Right. Everything else has to be covered, including the hair. So a woman's like clothing everywhere else is hijab as well. And you're right, it has to be in a way that you can see the form of the body. For men, it's less, but but it's still, some. Yeah, I don't. Let me see. What for men? I forgot exactly what areas have to be covered, but the areas that has to be covered is their hijab.
So you're
Yes,
telling me that I'm wearing
modesty.
hijab right now?
Yeah, you're wearing hijab.
Mm,
You're, no, Ali, oh my
oof.
God, Ali wants to take it off now that knows he's wearing hijab.
Yeah, that's wow. I don't know
Yeah,
that. Never thought about it that way.
yeah.
Okay.
It's basically just covering like that. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. But I thought so for men is from above their knee to their navel. I don't. I forgot. Yeah, let me see. What is? Let me double check. I forgot
Well, if
exactly
it's
what
above the
areas.
knee, then shorts should be fine, right?
But long shorts.
Like below your knees are fine.
Yeah, let me see.
Oh, I see. I see. Huh. Wow. I didn't know I'd been doing that my whole life.
Wait, you haven't been to the pool in front of people? You're not very no yeah. So for example, if you go to the pool and you're only wearing your swimwear, then you're not you're not covering. So
Yeah. Wow. I think everyone who just heard that is going to be thinking about clothes differently.
okay, I was right, between the navel and the knee. So it's between, so this, you don't have to cover this part. You need to cover between the navel and the knee. Those are the parts that should always be covered. And also, it needs to be loose, non-transparent. And also for men, it shouldn't outline the body. Like you shouldn't see the outlines of your body in those areas.
That's for women too,
And
right?
yes, for both the areas that you have to cover for both men and women should not be tight. Also, you should be lowering your gaze, avoiding looking at things that could compromise modesty
Hmm.
and overall modesty in general. You have to just,
Wow.
yes.
I mean,
So, so
technically,
according to Islam, it's weird because for both, the intention is not to cause lust in the opposite sex, right? So basically, that means according to Islam, the only parts of the body that women find sexy on men is above the knee and below the navel. But those are the only areas. So, for example, if a woman sees your chest, bare chest, they're like, yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. But anything between the navel and the knee, all of a sudden, that makes them apparently horny. Okay.
interesting. It sounded like there were a few gays back in the day who made these rules.
Oh, somebody is asking a good question. What about the ears? That's a good question. For women, that it's only this area of the face that could be uncovered. So the ears have to be covered. It goes here. Ears are too sexy apparently. So this is the area that it can be uncovered. It's weird because Islam says the areas that you could show is the face and hand and feet. I would like it, apparently Islam doesn't know I think a lot of men, like it would probably, if it was in the modern era, they would also cover their feet because, like, yeah, nobody likes feet apparently, according to Islam.
I think we got a few super chats here.
Also for women, you can't wear anklets because if you hear the anklets, if women are wearing anklets and when you're walking around, you hear them jingle, that's apparently too arousing.
Wow.
Okay, I know you were just joking, but that's actually true. The ears have to be covered.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know about clothes anymore.
Oh, okay. Ali's gonna give up on clothes.
Yeah, I don't know. Seth here with the super chat says, when I said the other day, hope is a fair wind, conscious is a rudder, it is for Iran in this moment. You feel hope sometimes, but conscious can keep you pointed rightly always. Keep swinging at the tree. Okay. Conscious is a rudder.
No. Hope is a fair wind, conscious is a rudder.
Yeah, I see. I mean, yeah, like hope, emotion, conscious is a constant. I mean, until you're, unconscious, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just the conscious is more dangerous sometimes because your conscience is something that like your environment can slowly poison it over time, or it can slowly fix it over time. And when you live in a poisonous environment, like in Islamic Republic, then your conscience is pretty trampled upon all the time.
But I think Seth, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what you are saying is that stop waiting for hope and just keep doing what you're supposed to do.
Which is what you're saying.
That's what it. Yeah. You know what? One of the best, actually, one of the most powerful ways that I realize when things are tough, I live my life with, is it people like, oh, like give us hope, and sometimes I be like, fuck, I don't need hope. I have a job, and I'm just gonna do my fucking job, right? I'm just gonna keep doing my fucking job. So even I will keep doing my job when there's a lot of hope, and I will keep doing my job when there is no hope. I won't wait for hope. I'll just do what I'm supposed to do.
I mean, the ants have taken over.
Oh, ants?
Yeah, the ants are like taking over my.
Oh my god!
My room, like, for some reason. Jeez.
Ant infestation.
I absolutely agree. My personal philosophy that I've developed in my life revolves around pain, but not in the way you think, guys. Okay, some of you guys are weird. It revolves around pain. That pain is actually a good thing for you. And if you do not have enough pain in your life, you should go seek it. You should make your life harder on purpose so that you can weather yourself, so that when things get much harder, you can handle it and your conscience stays afloat. Yeah, I think I just noticed there's so my cat sometimes takes food and eats it in a corner. And I just looked and there's a piece of dry cat food in the corner, and there's maybe 10,000 ants right now that are just forming a Congo line. Anyway, yeah, so I always thought that pain plus reflection equals progress. And if you just have pain and you don't sit down, analyze it, and reflect on it, and see how you can avoid unnecessary pain in the future or weather it better, you're never going to progress. And you're just going to stay there and endure more pain. Yeah.
Also, let me tell you, now that you're speaking about pain, one thing people try to avoid pain. There is no avoiding pain. Okay? Instead of trying to avoid pain, you need to learn to tolerate pain. Okay? So instead of life without pain is not life at all, right? There is no life is going to give you pain. Instead of trying to dodge pain, learn how to be affected by it less every single time and build tolerance, because pain is hard to deal with when it first happens to you. But if you learn how to deal with it, it makes you stronger. And the next time, every time it comes at you, the next time, you were like, yeah, I know how to deal with this. I've seen this. I've been here. I survived it, and I'm going to survive it again. This is easier the second time, the third time, the fourth time, every single time. You're going to become an expert at dealing with difficult situations. So don't run away from pain. Just build tolerance.
Yes. And then exactly as Armin said, the next time you go through something horrible, that you will make it out. And you know how to deal with it. You know exactly. You're like, okay, I'm going to shut myself in my room for one day. I'm going to cry about it. And then I'm going to start thinking these thoughts, and then these thoughts after those thoughts. And it really helps.
Yeah.
Because like even Armin, even love is pain. Like love never ends well, ever for no one. Because at one time, like one of you will die and the other one will stay alive.
We'll see about that.
So yeah. Nothing in this life is painless.
Yeah.
Unless you're the
what's the point? No, I mean, it's good to feel pain because that means you love something. If you feel no pain for something, then you don't love anything. So the pain is the proof of the love.
Yeah. What were we even talking about? We were talking about the Islamic Republic should fall within 6 months, right?
Yes. We're also, by the way, we got a super chat from Roman Viking saying minarchism or anarcho-capitalism. So, yeah. I mean, I hate as a capitalist, as a proud capitalist myself. I think anarcho-capitalism is just fucking retarded. Like, what is that? Basically that's jungle, going back to the cavemen, like basically giving up on civilization, like not having laws. Minarchism is pretty close to what I like. Basically, minimum government, government that is just basically only focusing on providing security. It's a little bit less than the level of government that I want. I think governments could do more than minarchism. Like governments could need to adjust for positive and negative externalities. They could do private-public partnerships. Okay, I think that governments should do a bit more than that, but it's pretty close to what I like. Yeah, but definitely no to anarcho-capitalism. Anything that has anarchy, anarcho-communism, anarcho-capitalism, we're not for anarchy here. Fuck anarchy.
Rainer says with a super chat, who says, if Mossad's estimate is correct, the Islamic Republic will fall before GTA 6 comes out. I hope so. Because then we can play GTA 6 in free Iran. Yeah, I mean, that game I think would definitely be banned in Iran. So
I think by this rate, we're going to have GTA 7 before GTA 6. What do you think?
Yeah, we did get to 1,000 subscribers before GTA 6.
Oh, yeah, that happened. So now everything is possible. What are we going to do with all these memes once GTA 6 is out? Like, that would be an end of an era.
I think we wait for GTA 7 to be announced, and then it starts all over.
Oh, my God. We have something like this in Iran where Jannati, Jannati?
No.
So Jannati is this guy on the Boom Boom. Let me see if we could find him. Is he here? He must be here on the Boom Boom sheet. Let me see. Oh yeah, found him. Let's go over here. Let remove this here. So this guy, Ahmad Jannati, a member of the Cardin Council. Let me see how old is he. I think like 6,000 years old, probably. People. TH. Oh my God! You know what's funny? When I'm looking on Google, oh, he's 99. He's almost 100, right? But the joke in Iran is that he's so old that so many things happen. We say like, oh, this happened before Jannati died. That happened before Jannati died. Like, he just doesn't die, right? So the joke is that he's just really old. So next year he's going to be 100. Yeah. So, I mean, people joke that there's so many jokes about him. Like, I don't know, in ancient times, this happened, like like with the dinosaurs or like Jannati. Like, there's okay. So there's so many jokes that I don't remember, but the punch, like, it's about things happening, millions of years ago or thousands of years ago, and then the joke is that Jannati. The punchline is always Jannati was there, right? Or like, I don't know, God's birth. When God was birthed, like Jannati was. And I don't know. I'm ruining the jokes, but the punchline is that Jannati shows up for some reason. And now it's actually funny because everybody, like so many people, are dead in the Islamic Republic, and he's still alive. So that whole meme continues.
Oh, yeah.
So he's our GTA 6. He's our GTA 6.
Yeah, I mean, the U.S. intelligence probably looked at him and was like, "Oh well, we don't even need to waste one on him." And then now they're probably rethinking that because he's really not. You can't get rid of him, man.
Oh, look at Sarah's message. Oh, yeah, go on. You go ahead first.
I wonder what the cognitive level is at there.
Oh, there was a video of him, and he was speaking, and nobody understood what he was saying, and it was such a good joke. Like, it came out, and everybody was listening to him speak, but nobody could make like, what the fuck is this man saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What did Sarah say?
So Sarah, thank you, Sarah, for the super chat, saying, a part of my heart died during the massacre. We will continue to fight, but many
of us
will never fully heal or be the same. I mean, I hope not, because that means we love. That means we're like, some scars are better left unhealed because it shows it's a demonstration of our humanity and our love, right? Like, just in the same way that there are some scars on your bodies that is now a part of your personality. This is a scar that I think we don't want for it to go away, because that scar is a demonstration of our love for our country and our people. So the fact that it's going unhealed is a demonstration of how much we love our people. So sometimes, like, when we see a scar not being healed, and we sometimes think like, oh, that's a tragedy, but maybe like we want the scar to be there. Maybe we want it. The pain is a reminder of our love. So maybe we want the pain. We want the pain to stay there, because sometimes if a pain goes away, to me it might seem like that maybe we forget, or we stop caring. So the pain remaining is a reminder that we still care. It's a pain that we want, that we welcome. And see Sarah saying, exactly, I want to carry this heartache always. Exactly.
Yeah, we should also make it very like we should make these people proud that they have this scar as well.
Mhm.
I want that environment to be there.
Yes. Like I love Sarah for feeling this pain. I love Sarah more than somebody that doesn't have that pain, because it shows the deep love Sarah has for her people.
Yeah, it's a good way of looking at it. This one's for you, Armin.
Wait, can you Dirk explain Hamid Rezai's comment about Mushtaba and Noah's son? That is new. Wait, let me see.
Noah's son. Noah's son.
Wait, do you mean Mohsen Rezai? Are you talking about Mohsen Rezai?
Well, what was the statement?
This, I mean, this. I saw him alleging somebody. I saw that and I didn't get it.
Oh, have you seen that
Can you
clip
find
of
it?
Pete Seth talking to those troops and like working out with
Yeah,
them?
I played it. I played it.
Did you tell people
Wait.
where that was and who those troops were?
Oh shit! You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the USS
shit, I forgot
Boxer.
the most important part of that news.
That's the USS Boxer in Singapore.
Oh my!
And he's
Bring it back! Bring it back! Yeah, I forgot why I bookmarked it to show it on the show. I played it. I was like, wait,
Oh.
why did I bookmark this? And then I was like, why was this so important that I bookmarked it? And now I remember. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, guys, you guys have seen this clip, right? Where Pete Hegseth is just like chilling with the Marines on the USS Boxer. So, look. Okay. This was the USS Boxer. People weren't saying that enough. In Singapore. Okay? He's directly telling them. Oh wait, why is it not going down? Wait, am I sharing the right thing?
What?
Oh, are you sharing it?
No, you're sharing it.
Oh wait, why is it not going
That's
down?
you. Are you on the right tab?
Yeah, it's here. Maybe this one.
There you go.
Okay, cool. So guys, he's telling them, you guys are going to be the ones that are going to dish out the punishment against the IRGC if they refuse a deal, like right here. And I was looking at this the first time, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, Pete Hegseth, you know, just being a dude, just hanging out with, you know, some of the soldiers, raising morale. And then this point of the clip pops up right here, right there. And it says Singapore. And I'm like, wait, what? Why is he in? And I was like, oh, it's the USS Boxer. These are the Marines that are going to be going in to control the Strait of Hormuz on the ground. And I was like, wow. Like, this guy loves giving us signals. He says locked and loaded. Yeah, I'm prepared to finish the job. He's going around, you know, doing all the military things that he should be doing. Sarah says, remember he said no fatties. Oh, I don't know. He said that.
What does it mean? Is it so? Where's the Boxer now?
This was today's Friday. This was 2 days ago, so it's still in Singapore.
But is it moving, or just
I don't know.
there?
Their transponder was turned off, but I mean, this could be a recorded clip. I mean, who knows? But yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I should have lit this show with that today. That was because we were always waiting for this.
But But yeah, was it so was that statement made by
No, it
Hamid?
was Hamid Rasai, not
Right.
Rezai. So Hamid Rasai. Okay, now I remember this. Okay, Hamid Rasai is a member of. So let me actually bring this back up by.
While you cover that, let me go get a vacuum for these ants.
Okay. Here, let me put you down. Okay, Sadato, I found it. Okay. So let me see. Yeah, this is this is Hamid Rasai, which is from the Paidari camp. The comment was published by Hamid Rasai, one of the Paidari camp, which means that it's one of the most hardcore principalist member of the parliament. So you guys are familiar with the Paidari camp, okay? It's the ideological pressure camp, one of the 4 important power centers within the Islamic Republic, right? So Raisi, and remember on the Boom Boom chart, he's I think he's the only member of parliament that is displayed on as a member of parliament. Here, let me show it to you guys so you know who we were talking about. If you go to parliament, legislative parliament, we're talking about this guy over here. From the Boom Boom chart, there's 290 people here, and the only person that has been highlighted is Hamid Rasai, which shows his importance, right? So let's see what he said and what does he mean by no, because this is a Quranic reference. Okay, so he posted this on his Telegram channel to yes, about Quranic scripture. He referred to verse 46 of Surah Hud. In this verse, God addresses the prophet Noah, stating that his son is not considered part of his family. Ahlul Bayt, his Ahlul, due to his unrighteous conduct. Raisi emphasized that in Quranic logic, true belonging to a family is defined by faith and righteous deed, not merely by bloodlines or outward lineage. He concluded that outward familiar bonds cannot replace proper conduct and adherence to the truth, and he warned against judging or making demands without complete awareness. So who was he? Why did he post this? And who was his targeted audience, right? So it's interesting because there's even among the pro-regime Iranians, there has been debate about this, but different interpretations for why he posted about Noah's son. It seems like a threat. Oh my God. Sadak, oh my God. Sadako, are you here? Sadako, are you here? Let me know in the chat if you're here. I'm going to wait for Ali to come back because this is big now that I'm looking into it. Oh, the plot thickens. This is a big news. Yes, you're here. Thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. Guys, in the chat, based on what I read, based on the Quranic verse that he referred to, Noah denouncing his son, saying, my son is not really my son, because of his conduct, because of his behavior. What do you think he's referring to? Omid, yes, it is good news. Anybody can guess what is he trying to do? What is he? Ali, come back up. Let me bring Ali. Ali, Sadako just gave us a major important evidence of something big that is happening.
Okay.
So nobody has guessed it yet. Oh, people guessed it. Too late.
Well, I didn't look at the live chat yet.
Okay, so let me tell me, who do you think? What is so? You know Hamid Rasai. We have shown him on the Boom Boom chart multiple times, right?
What do you say?
This guy over here. He's from the Paidari camp. This guy over here. He's a member of parliament. He's one of the most aggressive. When you see videos from the parliament, he's like he tries to virtue signal by showing that he's very aggressive, right?
Okay.
And he posted recently on his Telegram, and this has become very controversial. We should be talking about this. Holy shit.
What do you say?
He posted verse 46 of the Surah Hud of the Quran, where Noah is stating that his son is not considered part of his family due to his unrighteous conduct. Rasai emphasized that in Quranic logic, true belongings to a family is defined by faith and righteous deed, not merely by bloodlines or outward lineage. He concluded that outward familial bonds cannot replace proper conduct and adherence to the truth, and he warned against judging or making demands without complete awareness.
How Shia of him.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So what do you think is happening?
Take that and then take Sabati's comment.
Yeah, another person from this Paidari camp.
The Paidari
Who-
guy,
what-
the Paidar camp is very much trying to tell people you don't have to follow Mujtaba Khamenei. Like, you don't have to think of him as our leader. There could be other leaders, guys. Some other people can come in and be the supreme commander or something like that, you know? Maybe like Vahidi, guys. Who knows?
So let's tell people, let's spell it out to people. He's saying Mujtaba is not his father's son. You know, stop acting like stop putting Mujtaba in the position of his father just because he's his son. This is a challenge to Mujtaba Khamenei's supreme leadership from the Paidari camp, which is evidence that I was right all this time when I told you the Paidari camp has never seen the Khameneis as legitimate. These people are against the supreme leadership of the Khameneis, and in fact, it's Mir Bagheri that they consider the main supreme to be their main supreme leader, the spiritual, the supreme, not the supreme leader, the spiritual leader that they want to follow. This also explains Sabati's comments regarding that. Oh, we're a democracy. Like what he was saying is that we don't have to wait for Mujtaba to tell us what to do. Guys, this is the Paidari camp's ultimate goal has always been to move away from the Khamenei house and bring somebody that is more religious than Khamenei's. Because remember, from their perspective, Khamenei's are too moderate. They're too liberal. They're too much invested in democracy, and they're too weak against the Americans and Israelis.
Two things. When Sabati's saying we're a democracy, okay, the most democratically elected okay, person in Iran is Pezeshkian, right?
What?
Isn't Pezeshkian what he's like? He's when talking about like a democratic, like just technically. I know that's not what Sabati's talking about, but
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
Pezeshkian? So
Pezeshkian is what?
Pezeshkian's like the most democratically elected person, right? As the president. No.
Pezeshkian has been pre-selected before the elections to be the president.
No, but like quote unquote.
Okay, quote unquote. Yes, okay.
Yeah. So he's supposed to be okay. So you know, I've had this like secret theory that they're letting Pezeshkian become a bigger deal. They're letting him get a bit more gravity around him so that they can not only just pin things on him, like if things go wrong, but they can also pin things on him if it goes right. And then someone else can, like Vahidi, has Pezeshkian under his thumb and is like more of like a, you know, controlling behind the scenes. Like they're going to use Pezeshkian more than... No, you don't think so?
No. right
Okay.
now is saying Pezeshkian is doing good.
No, not right now. Far future.
If things go, yeah.
And then the second thing was, Armin, whoever
You know what?
comes
No,
in,
no. Maybe you're right. Maybe actually, now that I think about it,
yeah,
one
not
thing
now.
they could do
Not now.
if Pezeshkian is a good puppet, it's a good little puppet. At some point, if you are a puppet of IRGC, for example, and you need to have an excuse for why, you could get Pezeshkian to tell you to do this, say the things you want to say, and then as IRGC, instead of saying "listen to me," you say "listen to Pezeshkian." He represents
listen
the
to the
people
people.
because he has the votes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no,
Exactly.
that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
that's what I
Yeah.
mean, but not right now. I mean, he's very useful as being the thing that you can pin on people. But then
he's toxic.
after
right now.
this, you also want to keep him alive, and you actually want him to get a bit more. Like, any fame is good fame. Even like bad publicity is good fame. Is a good thing. So give him a bit more gravity, so people keep hearing his name and stuff. But anyway, also, Armin, whoever defends, like, this guy's coming out and saying, oh, Mujtaba is not like Ali Khamenei's son, just he's not like him, there can be someone else. Whoever comes out and starts defending that, like on the opposing side of this statement, is a very clear indicator of which factions are trying to fight each other the hardest. What do
Yeah.
you think? Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
So these guys are saying, Sabati and Raisi.
Rasoi.
Rasoi.
So here are the famous Paidari people: Sabati, Rasoi, and Nabavian, Mahsuli, their spiritual leader Mir Bagheri, and most
Zulqar.
important politician is Jalili. No, Zulqar is Jalili.
Yeah. Who will actually, we should talk about Jalili and Vahidi teaming up as well. But
Wait,
whoever
when did that
comes
happen?
out,
I didn't see that.
I'll bring up a statement by Iran, by a statement. I think it was like the Telegraph that was talking about it. So whoever comes out opposing the Paidar camp right now is going to be like the faction that's like, okay, we're strong enough to oppose them, right? So that's like the two major factions that are going to be fighting each other. So I'm just saying, we should be on the lookout for who's going to be trying to like defend the other side of this claim.
Oh yeah. So wait, you're saying, sorry, I lost you again. You're saying whoever is fighting, I don't understand what you're saying. Can you explain it again? You know why I didn't understand what you're saying? Because I was so shocked about this news that you gave me regarding Vahidi and Jalili. So I was thinking about that. So one more third time.
So
say that
whoever's making this point, which is Sabati, which is this guy who's just said this statement about Mujtaba and Khamenei, whoever comes out and opposes their point on the other side, we got to be watching out to see who's going to come out and say those things like that, and see what camp they belong to.
Oh, because they're the ones in charge. Because the Paidari camp is probably challenging the people who are mostly in charge. So whoever is offended and resisting to that are the people who are actually in charge.
Yes, and we'll find out the other faction. We know the Paidaris, then we'll find out the second faction.
Oh my, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. But before we go there, I didn't finish talking about Sadato, okay?
Oh yeah.
Because guys, this is not just a guess. Look at this coincidence, okay? Because you might think like, maybe it's a stretch to suggest that a member of parliament in the Islamic Republic is challenging Mujtaba's authority. Look at this. The post was widely interpreted by politicians as a thinly veiled direct attack on Mujtaba Khamenei, the son of Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei. Look at this. The timing was the biggest giveaway. Rasai published this text just hours after a message attributed to Mujtaba Khamenei began circulating. Mujtaba's message had praised Parliament Speaker Muhammad Baqir Ghalibaf for his management and stressed the importance of maintaining national unity and avoiding political disputes. So, guys, the greatest critics of Ghalibaf have been the Paidari camp because they consider the Ghalibaf camp to be too flexible and betraying the country for even talking to the Americans. So, given that that was the position of Paidari camp, as soon as the message came from Mujtaba Khamenei praising Ghalibaf and saying, stay united, stop fighting with each other, this Rasoi guy came and said, Noah's son, it was not really Noah's son, was he? And just because your father's son, that doesn't mean that we should respect you, basically. That's what he said. So it's a pretty obvious direct attack on Mujtaba Khamenei. And to Sarah's comment here, because I want to respond to this, Sarah is saying, if they are attacking him, he's probably alive then. No, I don't think they know. Okay. I don't think Rasoi has any fucking clue if Mujtaba is alive or not, right? He doesn't have the security clearance to know that. Guys, it's not just that we don't know. Most people within the Islamic Republic don't know. Like they haven't, it's not like they have been, if this information was shared with them, it would have been leaked by now, right? So none of these people know, but it doesn't matter to him because statements are being made on behalf of Mujtaba and he doesn't like it, so he's criticizing it. Also,
Mujtaba's
people were asking,
father-in-law doesn't even know if he's alive.
yeah, guys, Mujtaba's family have no fucking clue if this man is alive or not. And also, people in the chat were asking me, who's this Mir Bagheri guy? You guys know Mir Bagheri. We showed the guy to you. This is the spiritual leader of the Paidari camp, Mahdi Mir Bagheri. Okay, this is the guy that they respect more than Ali Khamenei and Mujtaba Khamenei, and it's a spiritual leader. Okay, this is the extra Durka. This is like, guys, the Khamenei family looks at this and says like, holy shit, this guy is Durka. Okay, like they're like, oh my god. So this guy, the people within this camp, they think that the Islamic Republic is satanic and un-Islamic because it has the word republic in it, right? They think that the Islamic Republic is un-Islamic because they have elections. And even if it's fake elections, it's still election. It's a challenge to God's authority to even suggest that laws come from the people. Laws don't come from the people. Laws come from God. Laws come from Allah. These people think the Islamic Republic is un-Islamic because it has a parliament, which is a Western concept. It has a president, which is a Western concept. It has 3 branches of government that came from Western Europe. 3 branches of government did not come from Islam. It came from Western Europe. None of this is Islamic. Right? These people think the Islamic Republic is un-Islamic because it even has the internet. Like it has internet. It allows people to go and watch the most vile, disgusting things and be exposed to Western ideas and Western propaganda. So, yeah, these people are at a completely different level.
I found the Telegraph article, but it's not Jalili. Okay, I was wrong. It's actually, where they put his name? Jafari. Jafari and Vahidi have teamed up.
Oh, Jafari. Okay, yeah. Not Jalili. Okay. Ooh. You know who Jafari is?
The IRGC's most skilled strategist.
Yes, 2 things we have learned already about Jafari. He's the guy behind the mosaic design of IRGC, which has allowed the IRGC to be able to resist even if you kill out the leaders. But also, he is, what do we know about Jafari, guys? He's the main enemy of Ghalibaf. Jafari is the main enemy of Ghalibaf. So if Vahidi and Jafari are teaming up, that means Vahidi is taking positions against Ghalibaf. Ghalibaf's enemy is now becoming more powerful. So guys, Jafari was pushed in the sidelines. If now he's teaming up with Vahidi, that means that the main enemy of Ghalibaf is moving up the ranks again. He's having a comeback. Really? I didn't know that this is they're teaming up.
Yeah, let me show you.
Okay.
Okay, look. So they even talk about Ghalibaf in this. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so guys, they're saying in March, okay, we talked about Ahmad Vahidi, okay? So he started coming out as like the guy, the puppet master behind the scenes. And this article talks about how, okay, Vahidi's very key, right? But he was kind of absent in the last few years from the IRGC's command. He was doing more like bureaucratic stuff. He was like the interior minister, the head of this, head of that, okay? So now that he's the commander in chief, a lot of the people in the IRGC are like, well, who the heck's Vahidi? Like, where has he been? What's he been doing? And he kind of needs the support from like the middle and the lower commanders in the IRGC. To do that, he went straight to Jafari. Jafari, the guy who came up with the mosaics. He's been around for a while. Okay, he knows all the guys. Jafari has the solution to Vahidi's problem. Okay, so both of whom are strong rivals to Ghalibaf. So Jafari and Vahidi are both one side now. Ghalibaf's on the other side. Armin, who is supporting Ghalibaf to this extent? Like, who is? It's not just him, right? So who's with him?
Oh, that's a very good question.
That's what I want to know. When these statements come out, who's countering them? I want to know who's on Ghalibaf's side.
Ali, you're asking the right questions, and also you have found some really extra juicy information for us to. This is like the game, the game of Durka, like I don't know, like so. This is like, oh my guys, you're getting some really deep information regarding the internal politics. Before we speculate about Ghalibaf, here's the thing. Jafari, there was an audio leak of Jafari multiple years ago. Let me actually show this, that bingo here. Okay, also let's keep the widget there so that it's not empty. But look at this, guys. Jafari is down over here. This guy, right? You're talking about this guy?
Where? Yeah.
Okay. So this guy, former IRGC commander, enemy of Ghalibaf, there was an audio leaked about from him talking about Ghalibaf stealing money. Ghalibaf stealing money from the regime and being corrupted, right? So that's this guy, right? So yeah, Ali, let's go back to Ali.
Oh my God, wait, can you go back to the bingo sheet?
Okay.
Okay, I want to make this super easy for you guys to understand. Just, guys, give me 15 seconds, maybe 10. Okay, we're just going to alternate between Vahidi and Jafari, if you can zoom in on these two guys. So right now, look at Jafari. Let's go in a little bit closer to Jafari.
Okay, but by the way, I see people saying you don't say. Guys, it's not about whether these people are corrupted. I know they're corrupted. But for a fellow IRGC member to come out and take that position against you as corrupted, that is a big deal. Like, that audio leak was a huge deal. It was unprecedented. We have never seen at this level of infighting between Ghalibaf is also IRGC, between two important IRGC people. All right, so go on, Ali.
Okay, so guys, Jafari is right there on the left side of the middle. Okay, so this guy might be the actual puppet master. He could be the actual puppet master here. Okay, I'm saying that because, so now let's go to Vahidi. So that guy, that bald guy right there, okay, this guy is the one who's taking he's being the face. he's being used by the other guy that we just showed you, okay, to be the political front against Ghalibaf. So the other guy, Jafari, hates Ghalibaf, okay, hates him to the bone. And he's using Vahidi to get at Ghalibaf. He's using him like a pawn to get at Ghalibaf. The same time, Vahidi is using the other guy, Jafari. God, I hate these fucking names. Vahidi's using Jafari, okay, to get the IRGC to listen to him. Because Vahidi's been out of the game for a little bit. So he teamed up with Jafari, and he's like, okay, Jafari has the trust and the orders and the structure of the IRGC. He's got it down. He knows everything. They're going to listen to him. So if I go with Jafari, they'll listen to me too. And Jafari's like, okay, well, you're going to do that, but I'm going to use you too. Get at Ghalibaf. I want him gone. I want him gone as my rival. So I'm going to take over.
Okay, I solved it. First of all, you're so correct about it. That's pretty good. By the way, send that article to me. That's such a great find. Good job, Ali. But I figured it out. Who's backing Ghalibaf?
Oh,
This is, in my opinion, the mullahs strike back. Ghalibaf is the last remaining basic guys. This is the battle between the boots and the turbans. Okay, and Ghalibaf is the Beit Rahbari's hope to resist the complete takeover of IRGC. Ghalibaf is from IRGC, but because he is challenging the authority of other people in the IRGC, he's basically trying to tell the Beit Rahbari maybe that you're my own, I'm your only hope. Oh my God, we have so many Star Wars references, like the Mullah Strike Back and you're my only hope, right? So, right. So seriously, I think the reason why we got that statement, because you would think, so guys, let's look at all the four powers, right? We have the IRGC as the most powerful, with the biggest element, big military, and the biggest economy, financial strength. The first power. The second most powerful force is the Beit Rahbari, the institution of the supreme leader. The third most powerful is the so-called pragmatic people who are basically being the face of the Islamic Republic right now in the negotiations. So that's the Ghalibaf camp, right? Who also has Pezeshkian under his wing, but also had Araghchi, but Araghchi now is moved towards Vahidi. So Ghalibaf, for some reason, is managing to stay powerful, even though he's neither the IRGC or the supreme leadership, the institution of supreme leadership. And Ali was wondering, what is the source of this power? Like, if you look at the IRGC, you could see the source of the power. If you look at the Beit Rahbari, the institution of the supreme leadership, you can see the source of the power, right? It has the people power, it has economic power, it has legitimacy power, right? Among the regime followers. Ghalibaf has none of that. So how is he managing to maneuver like this without all of that leverage, right? And then the fourth camp is the Paidari camp, which are their only main source of power is the fact that their views represents the streets, the pro-regime people in the streets, right? That is their only, even they don't have anybody that is a leader that the pro-regime people respect and celebrate, other than maybe Jalili to some extent, but not enough. But their views are the most radical, and that level of radicalism is the only leverage they have. So and they're not as important, as powerful, but they often been used as a boogeyman, so that to convince the Iranian people to settle for whatever they have right now, or else the boogeyman is going to come get them. That's what they do. The Paidari camp has served the Islamic Republic as like, oh, if you don't look at these scary motherfuckers, right? If you don't tolerate us, these motherfuckers are going to come into power. So it's basically a scare tactic, right? But I think that Ghalibaf's source of power right now comes from the supreme leadership, which explains why statements are coming from the supreme leadership endorsing Ghalibaf, even though he's being more flexible than some people when it comes to the negotiations, right? Because the supreme leadership doesn't have any chance against the IRGC without Ghalibaf's help, and they're putting him forward to resist the total IRGC takeover. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. It's funny how, like, guys, like for some of you who tuned out maybe mentally for a second there, we just found out the why. Okay, we just found out the why of the fractures and who is on either side. But for you guys, it just means that we got confirmation, and now we know what the fracture actually is, and probably where it's going to. Okay, so it's kind of like Jaffa and Vahidi. Okay, they're like the Empire. All right, they're like Darth Sidious. Like Jaffa is like Darth Sidious. Okay, he's Emperor Palpatine, and then Vahidi's like Darth Vader. And then Ghalibaf and like his side, okay, they're like the First Order. They're like the remnants of the Empire. Okay, they're gonna fight each other and stuff like that. So they all get their power from the dark side, and they're all gonna be destroyed. I think we all know who Luke Skywalker is in this story. And someone said Mythic Minx had a really fun comment.
So guys, remember, this is happening. This has been happening for many years. The Islamic Republic has been moving from being a theocracy to a military dictatorship, with the era of the mullahs ruling being over, for the military men to rule instead, right? This has, from Khomeini to Khamenei to Khamenei again, this has been, we started with a theocracy, we're moving towards a military dictatorship. But the mullahs, and guys, when we say mullahs, we're not talking about all mullahs. When we're talking about mullah rule, we're only talking about the main mullahs within the Beit Rahbari. We're talking about the rule of Khamenei's, not other mullahs, right? So we might have mullahs who are loyal to IRGC. We might have military people who are loyal to the Beit Rahbari. We're talking about the main people in charge. We're talking about the head mullahs, not all mullahs, right? So this is when we say we're moving from a theocracy to a military dictatorship, we're talking about the rule of the Khamenei family, that being challenged and weakened, and the IRGC, the main IRGC leaders, which basically means Vahidi, Zolqadr, Musavi, and now Jafari, and maybe Najat, Abdullahi. We're talking about these people, right? And also remember, never forget the main person behind this. And if you think that Ali Shariati is Ali Jafari, is the puppet master within IRGC, then let's also talk about the puppet master within the Beit Rahbari. Who's the puppet master within the Beit Rahbari from behind the scene? That's Hossein Taib. Hossein Taib is a puppet master. So guys, within the IRGC, Ali thinks that Vahidi is not the main guy. Ali Jafari is the main guy, the puppet master. So within the office of the supreme leadership, I'm guessing that it's not Mujtaba Khamenei who's the main guy, is basically Hossein Taib who's the main guy.
So if the CIA is watching, put that on a list.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Mythic Minx was a really funny comment. So Matt Andy's Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, pretty much. They look similar too.
Sketch is saying so. It's the Sith versus the Imperial military. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. I hope
Who
we're
would
not
be
the first
positioned?
ones who figured that out.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I think you should definitely like talk about that.
Right.
Like on like maybe if you make a video or if you talk about it on Iran Revolution Live tomorrow. Also, feel free. You could just be like oh, like me and Ali were thinking about this. Like I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, the thing is that I have to be careful because there are some standards that I'll tell you about it. I'll tell
Okay.
you about some restrictions I have when it comes to mentioning names. So,
Yeah, so
but I'll try. But I'll try to figure out a way.
no, you don't have to. I'm just saying if you want. Yeah. So Wyatt had a. So yeah, guys, we're gonna take a break from the magnifying glass on all the Durka stuff, and we're gonna read some super chats. So Wyatt was talking about back when we were talking about how all clothes is hijab, and he was saying that in the 70s there was an Iranian Muslim student who lived in our dorms. He showered fully dressed, even when dressed, he hid from other male students. That's highly irregular, even like by the actually, I don't know, by the 70s Iran standards. If he was really Durka, then that's still weird though, no? I mean, they had bathhouses and stuff. Like,
I think I have a video explaining this. Hold on.
huh.
You're supposed to keep your hijab on as a man and a woman if you go shower, according to some people. Hold on. Akhund Lebas Hamum Jin. Let me see if I search for this. It will show. Do you know what I'm looking for?
No.
Based on what I just searched for?
Maybe it was Mujtaba, Wyatt. Does he look like? We could pull up a picture of Mujtaba for you later, and you can tell us if he looked like him.
So I don't know if I can find it right now, but there was a mullah, a really old, ugly mullah too, that said that you're supposed to. He showers fully clothed, right? Because in the washroom there are jinns. There are jinns in the washroom. No, I'm not kidding. I'll have to find the video. And if you take off your clothes in front of them, they will fall in love with you. They get horny and they will fall for you, and they will not let you go anymore. So this like old ugly ass mullah, he was worried that a jinn might fall for his sexy body if he took off his clothes, and he wouldn't know what to do with that. Right? So, and I'm not kidding, this is actually a teaching. Like, you have to, like, even when you're washing your ass, apparently, with the bidet, you have to be careful not to show anything, or else you might have a horny jinn following you for the rest of your life.
And oh my God, and I can definitely see how they actually believe that. Guys, we normal human beings, when we shower and the light's completely off, okay, maybe we'll freak out for a second, right? These guys, even with the lights on, think they have to be fully clothed. Otherwise a ghost is gonna like want them. And they're scared. They're scared of it the same way we're scared of the dark.
Yeah. Sometimes so the thing is that when a gen falls for you, they go bring treasure for you to get you to so, because gens are like thousands of, like, even baby gens are like thousands. Like a gen that is 500 years old, it's like a baby. Okay, so gens are really old. So they have seen throughout history where people bury their treasures, and they don't really care for the treasure unless they fall in love with a human. Then they go, because they have seen people burying their treasures, they go dig it out, and they come offer it to you as a way to see if you could, make you fall for them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
All
man.
right. Okay.
Okay. Good. Thanks. I don't know who that. I don't know where that person is today. But I'm wondering. But yeah, thanks, Wyatt. Nail Bunny.
Yeah.
Nail Bunny's helping me out here. It says, Addy, spread cinnamon around. Ants hate cinnamon. I think they also hate Clorox. Yeah. But yeah. I think cinnamon's too valuable to waste on them.
Okay. Save
Yeah,
those
thanks, Nail Bunny.
cinnamon. Thank you.
Amy says the map will be Tehran GTA. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, that could work. It's a huge city, though.
What is our problem with ants? They clean up. Like I always thought, like, it's weird that if your food is pretty sealed up, then anything they eat is just garbage around. Like I don't want them in my house, but I always wonder, why don't we want them? They're just basically free vacuum cleaners.
Well, do you want to know? Do you want to have a problem with ants? I'll show you what they look
I
like.
never
up
had
close.
problems with ants, but I always wondered, like, aren't they just like free vacuum cleaners? But I don't know.
Let me show you what they look like up close.
But I mean,
This is
I
what they
never
look like.
go.
Look at them.
That's actually cute.
This is cute.
Yeah. I mean, not that one, but okay. Here, let me see. Yeah, that would. Okay, so the one below the blue one, not that one.
This one?
That's not cute. Yeah, that one's cute. That's adorable. That's adorable. No, the other ones are ugly, but this one is cute.
No, they're freaks. Look
Not
at them.
this
Look how
one, the
evil
other
they
one.
look.
Okay,
They're
that's a
freaks.
freak. That's ugly. That's ugly. But that one, this one, not that one. That one is cute. I like that one.
Huh.
I would pet
No.
that. If there was a big version of that one, I would pet that one.
Well, that's why I have a problem with ants.
Okay.
I just don't like how there's like
What
a lot of them all at once. Yeah,
Those
it's
the other
great.
ones were jihadi ants. This one was beauty is subjective. To some extent, is there some? I mean, beauty is only subjective to a certain extent. There are certain things, if I show you, you get unanimous, like, yeah, that's ugly.
Yeah.
Unanimous vote. That's ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, so the next one. All right. So thanks, Amy. Ninja says Elder Scrolls 6. I don't think that's even happening. I think they came out and they said that it was like they just lied and that they haven't done anything on it. But I don't think anything's going to beat Skyrim. Anyway, guys, nerdy gamer stuff. But yeah, thanks, Ninja. Yo says, do you two always color coordinate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Just like we don't even say it. We just turn on our camera before the stream starts.
This is how connected we are.
Yeah, we're just like,
yes.
R. Finkelstein has become a YouTube member. Thank you. Appreciate it. Rainer, second super chat, who says, "What if Jannati dies before GTA 6?"
Oh my god!
Oh man, that would suck, man. Oh dang, that's terrible. Whoops.
That's a good point, though. Wow. Thank you for giving me that meme. I'm gonna look like a genius on the Persian channel when Jannati dies, and I say like, "Oh, Jannati died before GTA 6." That's a good one. Love it.
Thanks, Rainer. Cat Lover says they say Jannati was Eve's boyfriend.
Yep.
Is that what they say?
That's one of the many jokes they make about Jannati's age. Yes.
Wow.
Good one.
Roman Viking, do they have term limits?
IRGC people? No.
Do the mullahs have term limits, Armin?
No. Well, which mullahs? The member of parliament? Like, depends on your position. So any position that doesn't matter and they're acting like it matters, even though it matters, it doesn't matter, does have term limits. Every position that actually matters, every place where they are actually making the decisions doesn't have term limits. Every place that they are not making the decisions has term limits because they're pretending to be a democracy.
Like
So
the
if you're a
president.
member of parliament, yes, there's term limits because it doesn't fucking matter. If you are the president, yes, you have term limits because it doesn't fucking matter. You're not making the decisions. If you're the supreme leader, though, that does matter. So there's no term limits.
Yeah.
Right.
Good question though. Norm Alman says, "What is the Iranian army waiting for? Why haven't they switched sides yet? Because they would get slaughtered if they did anything right now. Yeah, they don't have guns. They're all stored up in the armories. Guys, just every time you think about why the Iranian army, the Artesh, hasn't done something, just think about how the IRGC was literally created to stop the army, the Artesh, from doing anything. That's their goal. That was why they were created. So as long as the IRGC is still strong enough, the Artesh can't do anything. Just simplify it like that.
Yeah.
Wyatt with the 5 membership gift. Thank you. Dang.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool. Thanks, Wyatt. I really appreciate that. This is like, it's so exciting. I don't know what to like. How do I channel that properly? Like me saying thank you to you, Wyatt, is like, it's not enough. To all of you guys, it's like, it's not enough. It's just what I'm like, okay, I don't know anything more than that, you know? So I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, you're right. You know, sometimes it's thank you, but it doesn't capture.
No.
You know, you need to come up with better words. Yes.
Omid's asking, what about the proxy militias? Who are they with? I don't know. Who's the guy? Like, who's giving them the money? Who's the one guy that they're like, okay, like that's the guy that we listen to?
I think IRGC is making those decisions.
If it's Jaffe.
Yeah, maybe.
And we don't know though. We're not sure.
I do think that they're making, you know, the IRGC, the main IRGC people are making decisions as a group against the other people. So they're like talking to each other.
Yeah.
By the way, don't forget to send me that article.
I sent it to you already.
Already. Thank you.
Nail Bunny, another super chat, who says, "Ants are fascinating. Spread bleach. Your house smells like bleach. Cinnamon makes them confused, and you can laugh at them. It smells nice." Nail Bunny, have you sat there and just laugh at the ants?
I'm just imagining Nail Bunny sitting at home and like, look at those confused ants. Like, oh my god.
It's a good scene to imagine.
That's good. Yeah. Nail Bunny, now I'm always gonna imagine you just sitting around your home and laughing at ants.
Yeah.
Right.
Favorite show.
Yes,
Soapbox says, and yes, in all caps with exclamation points. Yeah. Soapbox says, they look like hostile aliens from the movies. Armin's weird. Ant Petter. That's wow. They really got you.
Yes. You know, I always love being called weird. I don't know why. I like that, because I feel like yeah. By the way, Ant Petter is nice. I also like Ant Petter. That's a good list. Why do you like being called weird? I don't know. That's weird to like to be.
Because probably you associate normal with just like mediocre, like people who don't take risks to think outside the box.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, wow.
Where is this? Wait, where did this comment go? I remember the comment. I just can't find it. Okay. Anyway, someone said the ants work for Sovok. And quick note, guys. Prince Reza Pahlavi came out and said a couple of days ago that he would like people to stop saying that they're like very pro Sabak, and he wants people to stop wearing like the t-shirts for Sabak and stuff like that. The reason for that is because the regime supporters and the leftists and all of them are focusing in on the people who are like, yeah, Sabak, 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 and they're being like, look at them. These guys are like Sabak supporters. They're violent. They want to do this, they want to do that. And he's like, it's not helping. So just wanted to say that because I got reminded of it. Oh, I think you put this question.
Yes, somebody asked a very good question. Saying, Armin, how do you feel about spider? I fucking love spiders, and if I see a spider anywhere in my house, I try to protect them at all costs. And one time I killed a spider, and I felt so shitty. Okay, I don't like cockroaches, and I really appreciate spiders killing cockroaches. Right, I really think there's I'm not a bug all bug lover. Like there's a lot of bugs that I don't like, and most of the bugs that I don't like, spiders hunt them. So I feel like they're providing a service to me in my home if I have spiders. Every time I see a spider web, every time I'm walking and I see a spider web, I try to go find a bug and throw it into the web and then watch what happens. I've done that so many times. And like sometimes I get frustrated. I pass a spider web. I'm like, shit, there's no fucking bugs here. And then like I really get frustrated. Like I wish there was a bug that I could throw into the spider web and see what. Like I love it when they go and they just wrap the thing around. And I tried to record it with my phone, and my phone couldn't zoom in exactly on the whole process. I'm like, oh my god, why this is so pixely? Why is it not zooming on the right part? Because it's just so fascinating. They mummify the whole thing. And one time it was really interesting because there was a spider. I threw a bug into the spider web. The spider went and wrapped it, and it was fascinating. And then it put it in the corner for later, and it waited for 10 seconds. And like, I'm actually hungry right now. And it went and ate it. So it wrapped it for later, and it went in the corner. And I thought about it later, like, you know what? I think it's actually snack time. And then went and unwrapped it and ate it. So it's so cool. I'm like, okay, change his mind. Oh
so
yeah.
You guys know how I brought up the ants thing? Well, I'm going to show you spiders now. You guys ready? Oh, ooh. But just spider webs, so don't freak out. You guys can look. Okay, look. These are different spider webs. Oh my god, can this? Okay, these guys. This is different spider webs. The one on the bottom, that's a normal spider web. Okay. Then they gave spiders LSD, okay, which is acid, speed, which actually I don't know what it's called now, marijuana, so weed, and caffeine. And look at the different webs. Look at what happened. Yeah, I don't know why I thought about that, but
wait, I have something to show you. Oh my god, you guys are gonna love this. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So this is an. Hold on. Yes, I think I found it. Okay. Look at this. Yeah. You want to see webs by spiders on different drugs? Watch this video. I don't know. Have you seen this video before?
No. Well, I don't know.
Okay, watch this. Guys, you're gonna love this. Trust me. Just wait for it.
The wood spider is the most accomplished of all web-building species. Recently, scientists gave these tiny creatures a variety of psychoactive drugs to observe their effects on web building. When given a minute dose of LSD, the spider's web took on an unfamiliar, minimalist structure. When given caffeine, the web structure was not affected, but the spider's behavior was. In THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, the spider didn't build a web. It built a hammock where it lay all day and watched the caffeine spider go. When given alcohol, the spider built a web, found a mate, and raised over 100 young. But the mate got a restraining order, and now the spider can't go within 100 centimeters of the web. The crack cocaine spider figured building webs was for suckers, waited till the caffeine spider was exhausted, then came up behind it and popped a cap in its ass. Nice web, Mr. Crack Spider. When winter came, the marijuana spider had no place to live. It ended up in the crack web as the crack spider's bitch. For more information on the crack spider's bitch, contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa.
Okay. I did not expect that.
Oh my god. That was very
Oh, man.
educational. Okay, I need to go. Let's do the.
Okay.
I need to go to the Persian. That's my last Persian show. So let's do the last comments.
Saber Coaching says inbred logic on full display. Much love, gents. JS. Yep. Yeah. I wonder. Oh man. I wonder if in the future we can get like a percentage of just how many of them are inbred. It'd be really interesting. Fit over 50 Fitness says you won't topple the IRGC by being politically correct. Yeah, so about the Solvok thing, you won't topple them by being politically correct. You will topple them by gaining more political power, which is exactly what Prince Principality is trying to do by telling you to not keep talking about Solvok and being like, Solvok, Solvok. It's not helping him. Nima Farsi says, have a beer. Green smoothie for Armin. From me to you too. Javed Shah, and have a great weekend.
Thank
I
you.
won't have one either, so yeah.
Oh no, you have to. You gotta.
Well, me and Armin are actually the same. We don't drink unless we like. Actually, I don't even know if you do if you have to.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
If anybody tries to force me to have a drink, I would be like, "We're not friends anymore." What the hell? Yeah, no, I don't like it when people like want to pressure me to do something that goes against.
Oh, what if we're in Tusi's pub, and Tusi himself walks around the bar, gives you a beer, and is like, do it.
I do. Okay, so I drink based on like once every year or once every 6 months for very special occasions. That's my choice. I don't get pressured into it. I do that because like, okay, this is different, right? Like just one time, once every 6 months or a year. And that would be a very special occasion, right?
What if a spider asked you to drink?
Oh. Okay.
Thanks, Nima. Christian Evan Christensen from Norway says, hi, Armin. Are you vibin'? And Ali, are you in your alley? Oh, so they're not asking us if we're okay anymore. You're like, are you okay?
No, but that's
okay?
good. Armin, vibin', Ali in your alley. Okay,
They
that's
put
good.
some
I see
thought.
what you did there.
Do you think there is hope for Afghanistan? Why don't they miss their Shah? They had a Shah?
They did. And Ali, it's actually very similar to what happened. They had a Shah that was modernizing Afghanistan, and Afghanistan was progressing so fast. People had so much hopes for the future of Afghanistan. And then there was a coup that got rid of the Shah, and then we had a communist takeover, and from that eventually they had an Islamic takeover. So it was very similar to what happened in Iran.
Wow.
So
I thought it was
exactly
just a communist takeover. Yeah.
No, it was basically very similar. So the leftists brought the Islamists by getting rid of a Shah that was modernizing the country. That's like a repeat. That's like such a parallel of what happened in Iran. Like it was amazing under the Shah. Afghanistan was like growing so fast. Everything was getting better on such a rapid scale. And then the communists came and got rid of the Shah. And that
Wow.
that made Afghanistan Islamic like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I think some people in the chat also didn't know that too. Yeah, people didn't know.
Yeah. Muhammad Zahir Shah.
Hmm. But Christian, to answer your question, there is little hope. So there is some. And that hope will only get more if Iran is freed, because when we're freed, we will go for the countries around us to also eradicate radical Islam in those countries too. So technically, Afghanistan's best hope is a free Iran.
Yeah.
All
There's
right, that's all
always
the
hope,
super
guys.
chats.
Don't give up on any country. There's and a liberated Iran is the best chance for Afghanistan to recover.
Yeah, that's it. And then I'm just going to run through two things real quick without showing you guys. But basically, Scott Bessent today, in an interview at the Reagan National Economic Forum, he said, we have seized about $1 billion of Iran's crypto, just outright grabbed the wallets. I think that's
Wow.
Mojtaba's. Like, remember when that huge crypto transfer came in right before the war, when the war started? I think that was Mojtaba, but we'll see. So that's $1 billion of crypto alone. These guys they've done a lot. I mean, the blockade is one thing, but all this other stuff. Oh, cool.
Guys, look at this. This is Kabul in the 1970s.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. And then lastly, guys, you guys heard about how the United Arab Emirates struck the IRGC during the war? Well, actually, not just once, not twice, or even 10 times, dozens. They were fully active during the war, like fully, dozens of strikes, according to the Wall Street Journal. So they hit Keshm Island, Abu Musa Island, Bandar Abbas, Lavan Oil Refinery, petrochemical, like they hit a ton of different things. So yeah, they were more active than we thought, which makes sense. I just don't know why they didn't, like if they're doing all that and it was going to get leaked anyway, why not just say that you're doing it? But whatever. Yeah, that's about it. That's all we wanted to cover for today.
Wait. I'm seeing a comment, but I don't want to overreact until I know it's true.
Can you start it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I started it, but I don't want to highlight it.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, don't believe everything you read in the chat until it's verified.
Nope, nothing.
Nope. Okay. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So don't forget that we have a discussion group. And guys, more people need to go to Ali's segment. Okay, Ali, how many people show up when you're talking?
Around like 10 to 15.
10? Guys, don't leave Ali alone. Join Ali's segments when he's having his discussion. So join our discussion. Ali's segments are all free. You don't have to pay anything to join. Let me actually give you the link to our discussion group. You guys could go and talk to Ali. Don't leave him alone. So the link to our discussion group in the chat, go to the discussion group, look at the calendar, look at the parts where you see Ali's picture in the cover. Those are the ones that Ali is hosting. Okay, so go there and talk to him. Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want, also just join, try to talk to Armin, and his sessions are way busier. So if you can't ask your question in his session, come and ask it in mine. Like you can do that too.
Or just go ask it in Ali's segment. It's easier to talk to Ali because his segment is like there's only 10 to 15 people there, so it's easier to talk to Ali. So people are saying, where is Ali's segment? Just guys, if you come to our discussion group, Liberty Politics discussion group, the link is in the chat. The link is in the QR code in the top left corner. The link is in the description. If you come and you look at the go to the calendar section and look at the ones with so the ones with fire emoji are the free ones. Okay, the ones with the fire emoji are the ones that are free. So usually it starts at Ali segment starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, that's I think 3 p.m. Eastern time, right? Yes. And then if you see his face, that's his segment. Okay, and he does it once every 3 days.
Yeah. So it would be tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, guys, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, Ali has a segment. So go there and just talk to him.
Yeah. And then I do stream it.
Yes, he does stream it on both channels, on his channel and Liberty Politics. Okay, but go there so you could speak. So, and you could watch it on the YouTube live, but you could also go there to open your mic and talk to him. Okay. All right, guys, I need to go. I'm already, oh my God, I'm so late. I need to go get ready for the Persian show. So guys, yeah, next time we need to end it like at 2 hours.
Yeah,
We went
let's do
extra. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'm Israel Chai.
Israel Chai. Slava Ukrainia.
Slava Ukrainia. Long live America.
Long live America.
Javisha.
Payandera.
See you guys tomorrow.